Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking into the microworms basically. So it's a good food source for your fish. It's very cheap to keep alive and it's very good for fry, and yeah, I basically use it for neontetras and fry and everything. It's a good source of protein and other nutrients for the fish other than just fish food. Alright, so let's jump into it. All I use is basically a plastic container, random one, and oats, boiled water, and sugar. I know some people use yeast, and I haven't tried that. You can also just use oats, but I used a little bit of sugar just to kick them off, because in my head that makes perfectly sense. But there's many ways of doing this and the mixes, but I find that just a little bit of sugar and oats is, yeah, it's basically the cheapest and the easiest. You always have it available. So you want to look at the consistency of this, because you don't want it to be too dry and you don't want it to be too wet either. So it takes a little bit of time just mixing it right and letting it cool, because you can see now when it cooled a little bit, it's like super rough again. It's like really sticky. So then you just add a little bit more water or oats if it's still too wet. And then you just mix it and let it cool, because when it sits, that's when you're truly gonna see how the consistency is. So the container I'm using has flat walls, which makes it easier. If you have a container that has a little bit of bumpy walls, it's gonna make it harder to actually get the microworms out for when you want to feed your fish. And I'm also just gonna smear it down, so just scrape things off the wall and then trying to dab it down so it's a little bit flatter, because it will be easier. So when you're scooching, I just used aquarium tweezers. Some people use their fingers, but yeah, I'm not all into that. But an aquarium tweezer, just scrape it amongst the wall, will do just fine. Then you see I have a lid with a lot of tiny holes on it, so they do get air, and this doesn't smell or anything, so it's not a nasty project that's gonna smell like, yeah, horse after a little bit of time. So this is the old culture. I kept it in a small box. It does turn brown or darker brown when the culture is getting old and it's time to give them new nutrients to live on. So you just basically scoop a little bit of the old culture and put them into the new one, and if you leave them for a couple of days, they're good. The population should be so big that it's no problem just feeding them to the fish after that. And I just leave it like this. It doesn't require anything really. I just keep them in room temperature and you're good. It's great fish food. Fishes are happy. And now, as you see, this is a good culture, wiggly, and it's like shiny, glistening-ish. And you just basically, as I said, you just scrape it off the walls and feed it to the fish. Good source of protein and everyone's happy. So I hope you liked this video, and if you're not, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!